What's going on, everyone? My name is Tyler, and this is my vlog. If you guys haven't noticed yet, my room hasn't changed like I said I was going to do it. Um, well, that's because something came up. I am going to be moving pretty much by Sunday. I'm not going to go into too much explicit detail as to the whys. Um, But in the end, it's just a bunch of malarkey, and as my parents can see it, this is pretty much the best thing for everyone. Myself, my sister, Randy, the baby to come, and Coco, who is my special guest of the evening, and she seems to be cleaning herself. Say hi, Coco. Oh, hi, you're licking my paw. She's licking my hand. It's so cute. But yeah, because of this, I haven't been able to change the room the way that I wanted to because what's the use? I found out about Friday, found out pretty much Monday that it's going to be happening this quickly. So, yeah, pretty much the next few nights is going to be me packing and taking stuff to my parents' place because we're all going to be moving back into my parents' house. Yay! 25 years old, living back at home with my mom. Love you, mom, really, I do, but I mean, this is kind of a testament as to where I've come in life. At least to me, it's not. Another thing you guys may or may not have noticed is the fact that I no longer have those crazy big thick chops that were going on um, up until about last week. I decided to shave it off. They were getting a little too unruly, and I'm an Aries. I like change. I don't like change as quickly as, say, moving out of some place after 3 months, barely 3 months of living there. But I like change, and so one of the things that keeps me going, keeps me feeling fresh, is shaving off my facial hair and doing new and different things. Now, you guys have only seen me with what I refer to as the chin strap, and the big pork chops, as some dude once called them. But in the meantime, I have what I'm going to call my temp beard, um, which I then am now presenting something to all of you fine people of the YouTube. What should I do? Should I maintain beard? Maybe, shave it once a month, kind of keep it trimmed down like this? Should I do something strange and different? I've had a mustache, which is not something that people like. And, well, I thought it was hilarious. Kind of made me feel like Mario, especially when I was in the We Live a Miata this one time. I felt like I was in Mario Kart. It was awesome. Um, but yeah, do you guys have any ideas as to what I should do with my face? I'm open for options. Please leave them in the comments below. If not, whatever. I'm going to maintain this beard thing for a minute. Hopefully not until November, because at that point, it's full shave off and then boom, full beard. Full beard. But I digress. I hope that you guys have had a good week. Mine, I can safely say, could be better. I'm currently working the third of a 6-day work week. I'm not very happy about that at all. Normally, today would be my day off, but once again, like last week, I'm here, I haven't showered yet, and I'm doing this for all you fine people out there on YouTube that for some reason enjoy me. Not to say that that's a requirement at this point, that I have to do it for you guys, but I like doing it. And why not? Let's let you guys see me at my worst, because if you see somebody at their worst and you like what they do, you're going to like them at their best. One day you will see me at my best. Don't know when that'll be, but hopefully it'll come. Like I said, I just got off of day 3 of a straight 6-day work week. Again, not happy about it, but hopefully it'll pay off. Hopefully it will. Friday, I technically have a reprieve from actually working, but that time could really be put aside for me moving. But I don't know. Apparently, this stupid class that they are sending us to is very important, even though I've heard from both my boss and a guy I work with. It's a complete waste of time. It's something that could be easily straightened out and taken care of with like a half-hour PowerPoint presentation. Why they didn't just decide to do that, I haven't the foggiest. But if it was me, hey, guys, come here. I'm gonna make you watch this half-hour video. I'm gonna say that you guys were here from 9 to 5. But that's not how it works in this company. They actually want you to sit down and be shouted at. But how we should be bending over backwards for the customers. And don't get me wrong. If without the customers, I wouldn't have a job. But at the same time, I swear, someone comes in for an oil change, comes back a week later saying that we blew out their AC, we end up throwing a new AC system at them because, well, we don't like to say the customers were wrong. Because doing an oil change has nothing to do with your friggin' AC system, but to make matters worse, speaking of AC, completely kind of on but off topic, I hate insurance companies. We have this van at the shop right now that we diagnosed needs a few things, specifically AC related. Well, in order to do that, we have to put Freon in the system. When you put Freon in the system, yeah, if mechanically everything's working properly, it's going to blow cold. But if you have something that's leaking, you might smell it from the evaporator core. Sometimes you won't smell it from the evaporator core. Anyhow, the insurance guy was in last week to have himself look at the AC system. Well, at that point, since we had to shoot it up full of Freon and die, he said, oh, well, it's working now, whatever. We're not going to, cover this. We had to put Freon in there to make it work. Well, it's working now, so whatever. Guess what? Van's back. Guy just came out yesterday to look at it, everything. And one of the ballsiest questions he had was, do you trust your sniffer? Dude, there is black light reactive dye all over this vehicle, indicating where it is physically leaking from. You're not going to see the Freon because, well, it's clear. Unless you have, a smoke machine situation happening like this one time. That was hilarious. But if there's dye slung everywhere, you need to replace your compressor. If you see dye coming out of the little, AC drain, your evaporator core is leaking, and you got to replace that. So, I hate insurance companies. They're stupid. The guys they send out are stupid. I highly doubt this dude who shows up in his frickin' Infiniti G35 has never turned a wrench in his life. But, hey, apparently I should go work for Fidelity. At least at that point I could have myself a fancy new car. I like my van. Spooky, I love you. One day you will live again. You will ride so hard and finally get 20 miles per gallon again. I can't wait for that day. Moving on. Another thing I'm going to talk about is this one dude who had this F-150 that came in a couple of weeks ago and it's just now coming to mind. This is just a perfect case of you get what you pay for. Now, when I looked at it, again that second week, I found all this stuff wrong with it. I go back and look at the history. I was the last person to look at that car, and a number of the things that I was still finding there, I had suggested. So obviously this guy didn't want to spend money with us, period. Well, he came in because he had a whining noise coming from his rear end. Guess what that turned out to be? His differential screwed. You know what would make matters worse? Ford was the last couple of people to work on it. The factory. The guys who were supposed to be trained specifically for those vehicles somehow messed it up. I don't know what they did. Apparently the guy had his, I'm just going to call it the pumpkin seal. Rear differential, that seal. He had that seal replaced. And I don't know if they didn't put in new fluid or whatever. It was up to the right level. But I don't know if they put in new fluid or put in the wrong fluid. All I knew it was supposed to take 75 140 full synthetic. It kind of smelled like it was conventional gear oil. So I don't know how badly they messed up there. And here's the funny thing. When the guy was there previously, I told him, dude, you need ball joints. Specifically the lower ones. I don't think there was really an issue with the upper ball joints. Well, apparently he had his buddy do it. Fucked it all up. Like I said, you get what you pay for. If I had done it, I would have done it right. The new ball joints would not be moving in that seat the way that they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to move at all. They're supposed to stay solid in the lower control arm where they sit. These were moving. There was visual play. That's bad. That means the guy fucked it up and you need new lower control arms. So, dude, I'm sorry. I hope you actually got your car good, but if not, we're more than happy to help make it right, man. Just saying. And finally, you know what I had that I hadn't had in a really good long time? A really just great Sunday. Me and Ashley, we woke up at the crack of noon. Well, she was up before me. I woke up going, where the hell is she? But we got up on Sunday. It was nice. She wanted to get out of the house. I wanted to get out of her house. So we went down to the Village Inn, got us some breakfast at noon. Actually, it was closer to like 3 at that point. So that was awesome. I hadn't had breakfast, like good, like breakfast. Oh, delicious. Pancakes, hash browns, sausage, ham, bacon, and of course eggs. Good stuff. I was so happy with that breakfast. But afterwards, she still didn't want to go home, so I said, okay. We ended up doing some window shopping, which was hilarious. Stopped by AutoZone because she mentioned something about hubcaps. So we looked at those, saw all this other stuff. Pretty much flat out said, yeah, we're going to buy everything in regards to the LED strip stuff. They have a lot of really cool stuff there, like different lights, how they light up, all the different colors and whatnot. That looks awesome, and I have a feeling I'm going to be tricking out a Nissan Sentra sometime soon. But then we go to the mall. We do some more window shopping. I mean, we go into a few places we hadn't been to in a long time. There's this awesome soap place. I can't remember what the heck it was called. Might have been Lush. Don't think it was Lush. Who knows? But yeah, the place was awesome. I think Ashley's going to end up going back and getting one of them crazy brick things. And continue to walk the mall. We didn't even bother going into FYE because why bother? But it was getting close to 6 o'clock, and the main part of the mall was closing up. So we make our way back to where her car was parked and said, you know what, let's go into Books A Million. I haven't been in there in a minute. Last time I was in there, I saw something pretty cool, but we go in there. She loses her mind over the Doctor Who stuff, which I think is adorable. And we look at all this other stuff, and I'm trying to find one particular book. Of course, they didn't have it, but that's my luck. I need to see if it even exists. But we're checking out a few other things, see a few hilarious books. By the way, I don't think it's Gone with the Wind. Can't remember what it is. All I know is it's hilarious, and it's been adapted for vampires, and it's called... The book is called These Are a Few of My Favorite Fangs. So if that gives you any idea, you know, as to what it is... Sound of Music. I think it's The Sound of Music. Don't quote me. I'm not even going to bother checking on this. Just F-bomb me or whatever in the comments. Long story short, we're going to check out. I had found one little thing. I got me a soda. And then Ashley's like, hey, Tyler, look at this. Green harmonica. You know what the frightening thing is? Apparently, I'm not that terrible on it. I swear, I've barely played the harmonica before in my life. And apparently, I'm not bad. Watch. Apparently Coco liked that. Oh, did you like that, Coco? Did you think that was fun? Huh? Huh? I'm serenading a dog. Was that fun? So yeah, apparently I'm not that terrible on a harmonica. There you go. And who knows, maybe after some time I'll come up with some type of crazy intro that I have written for myself. Something like, it's TNT in the 813. Oh yeah, suck it now. I highly doubt it'll be like that, but we'll see. I don't know. It might be a jaunty tune like. But I think that's going to wrap it up for me this week. I hope that the rest of y'all's week is going to be good. Thank you for watching. Please comment, subscribe if you haven't. Blah, 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 blah. But until next time, guys, you have a good week, and I'll see you later. Bye.
get spooky.